What is up, everybody? It is Nick here, and before we get into the video, real quick, I just want to say, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I upload every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. I got new videos trying to entertain you guys, coming at you every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. And last but not least, please follow me on Instagram. That's where you get all the updates. It's how you know when I'm uploading a video. That's how we stay in touch. Got a couple polls on there, a couple countdowns, all that good stuff. With that being said, we got a banger of a video today, a great story time, some Spider-Man gameplay in the background. Let's get into the video.
Hey yo, what is up, everybody? How are we doing? It's Wednesday, a couple days until Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Fantastic. It's a great time of the year, and I hope you're all enjoying it. And I put a little poll on YouTube in the community section. I said, what do you guys want to see for Wednesday's video? You guys came out swinging. This was the closest I've ever had in the history of putting stuff on the internet, polls and whatnot. It was a 33, 34, 34 split. I had to dig even deeper to see the total votes. Story time at the time of making this video barely won. And with that being said, I'm going to tell you guys a story of something I'm not very proud of. Something that was, just a rookie mistake, I guess you could say. This is failing a test that I needed to graduate high school and the entire story behind it. So grab your popcorn, grab your dog, grab whatever essentials you need to sit down and enjoy a story, and let's get into this. It is my sophomore year of high school, and I am in a class that you guys may know. A lot of you probably had to take it. Government. U.S. government. I was in AP U.S. government, not trying to flex, but maybe a little bit of flex. And every year in government, you have to take what's called the Constitution test, and you need to pass the Constitution test in order to graduate. Now, my teacher was a very laid-back guy. However, one slight problem, he was the kind of teacher that he would ask random people to answer questions. He didn't do that hand-raising nonsense. He asked the question and picked a random student in the classroom to answer. So, everyone on here was walking on bombs, basically. You were fearing that he might call on you. You were scared for your life. You were hoping, God forbid, he did not call your name. He did it to me a couple of times, and guys, I want to say he maybe asked me 13 questions the entire year. I got about 1, maybe 2 correct. History is just not my thing. I'm a communications major. I'm awesome when it comes to English. I'm great when it comes to psychology and things of that nature. Social sciences, you got me. But math, history, and science, you got me messed up. I cannot do it. You asked me what a parabola is. What the hell is a parabola? You got me so, Nick, parabola, that's like middle school stuff. I don't care. I don't know what looks like an N. I don't know what looks like a U. I don't know what looks like a heart. I don't know what a tripod, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not great at math. So one day I'm sitting in government. Teacher, my man, he's walking around the class. Great guy, even though he was that teacher that called people out randomly, still a good dude. So I like the guy. He goes, just so everyone knows, in about 2 weeks, we got the Constitution test. This is not a test you really need to worry about. It's not really even a test you need to study for. I said, bless up, because I went to high school for 4 years. Ask me how many tests I studied for. Nick, how many tests? 0. Not a single test. I still passed. I did fine. Flying colors. Didn't study once. We're fine. So you tell me there's a test I don't got to study for? Clockwork. You guys may be thinking to yourself, Nick, you got straight A's without studying? I never said anything about straight A's. I passed high school. I graduated somehow. So we start going over the Constitution, everything about it. He gives us things we need to remember, things we need to memorize, and that's where you lose me. And when it comes to everything in life, if you ask me to memorize something, I'm sorry. If you're one of my friends watching this video, I probably don't know your birthday. I got about 5 to 6 friends who I know their birthdays. There are some people I know, you got all that stuff memorized. You're the first person, 12:01 on your friend's birthday, you post on your Instagram story, hey girly, happy birthday, love you, get out of here. I don't know it. I'm not great with birthdays. I'm not great at memorizing. That's why I'm bad at math. That's why I'm good at other things. So he says, you know what? We're going to go ahead, learn this stuff in class. Here are the terms you got to memorize. Be ready for the test, because in order to graduate high school, you need to pass this test. He also told us not to fret. Don't worry. He's been teaching for 20 years. He's never had a student fail this test. He said it would be a better use of our time to study other things. Now, I was in pre-calc at the time. and I had to take it in order to graduate high school as well. Pre-calculus, the precursor to calculus. Listen, guys, if you are a math major or you're thinking about going into the math field, maybe you want to be an engineer, I got a basic question for you, and that is why. Why would you want to do that to yourself? I just don't get it. I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. My apologies. I go home. I always did my homework. That was one thing, even though I didn't study for tests, I always made sure I did all my homework, because when it comes to grades and schooling, homework is half the battle. You do your homework, you're most likely on the right track, and you're definitely going to have at least a C in your class if you do your homework. Now, of course, if you're doing okay on your projects, presentations, papers, things of that nature, you're going to get an even better grade. But at the very minimum, you got to do your homework. So I go home, I cheat my way through my homework as I always do. I do the entire study guide. I'm ready to go. It's due the day of the test. Next morning comes around, I wake up because for some reason my school started at 7 in the morning. I wake up at 6:30. I don't have a breakfast. It's rough. I'm really tired. I'm not in the mood, but the good news is this class is midway through the day. I'm already woken up. My first class of the day is weightlifting. Don't ask me about that catastrophe. That's a story for another time. I go through weightlifting. I go through all my classes. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take this constitution test. Let's get constituting. Whatever we got to do, I'm ready to do it. My teacher says, "What's up, everybody? Good luck on your test today. I know you'll do great." You know, all that fake confidence that teachers pump into you. I'm ready to go, though. I'm fired up. They're passing out the tests. I finally get mine. I read the first. You guys ever have that moment when you get a test and you read the first question and you think, you know what? I tried my hardest. That is where we are at when I read the first question. Now, guys, I am not saying this to be extra funny. I'm not trying to exaggerate for the video. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. When I took this test, I was guessing on about 60% of the questions. I'm being serious. We all have those tests where, you know, I haven't picked C in a while. That's what you're thinking in your head, and it's just not going right. And I get to the last page, and it says extra credit for 10 points. Now, you know me. You give me an extra credit question. I don't care what the question is. I don't care if I know the answer or not. I'm going to knock it out of the park. I'm going to at least attempt it, talk my way into it, maybe write a joke, make the teacher laugh enough, say, hey, you know what? This kid's failing, but that was funny. I'll give him the passing grade. It doesn't matter. What's on the back of the paper, on the back of the test, it says, write out the entire preamble of the United States Constitution for 10 extra credit points. Nick, you're not great at memorizing things. What you know about Schoolhouse Rock? What do you know about school? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Now, you guys are probably thinking, Nick, why did you just play an audio recording of Mariah Carey? Why were you playing the voice of God through the microphone right there? Actually, that was me. That was me singing that from the heart. Guys, I know the preamble. There's two things I have memorized in my life, and that's the preamble, and I also know all 50 capitals and all 50 states of the United States. I don't know why. Those are just things that stuck with me. You ask me to sing the preamble, I'm going to sing. You put that in the back of the test, I'm going to answer. So the test was out of 50 points. I got the preamble correct. So the minimum we're looking at is 20%. That is the minimum. Nick, you can't do math. I can do a little bit. 1/5 is 20%. I know that. And that's how I always took tests. I don't know how you guys do it, but I kind of look and I say, hey, maybe if I get this many, I take all the answers that I know I got right, and I say the minimum I can get is a 20%. I guessed on everything else. You know, that's in God's hands now. Now, the preamble was the last question or assignment on the test, so I was feeling a little cocky. I was feeling a little, I had a little pep in my step because I said, no way anybody else knows this. No chance, but I'm feeling good. I turn it in. I go home that night. I get back to school the next day. I get to Gov, and my teacher's standing there. He's talking to class. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Good to see y'all. Happy Friday. Well, everyone, I just want everyone here to know that we did a great job on the preamble. However, Nick, could I see you after class? Now, that's never, oh man. Everybody starts filing out the class. My friends, they're walking out, you know, like, what's up, Nick, you dumbass? You know, you're getting those comments from your friends. I'm scared. I already know what's coming. My man comes up to me. He says, Nick, just so you know, you needed 30 out of 50 correct in order to pass. I said, I know that. Trust me, I know. He said, what do you think you got? I said, well, I know I got the preamble. Sure did, he says. You sure did. And I said, other than that, I'll be honest with you, Teach, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. What did I get? You got a 17. You got a 17 out of 50. Oh, my goodness. I'm so I don't know where I went wrong. I did so much stuff. I don't know where. He said, don't worry about it. Listen. I loved having you in class. You were funny all year round. I'm going to go ahead and pass you. What did I learn from this test? What did I learn from this entire experience? I learned that your personality and you as a human being will take you farther than your smarts. And I truly believe in that. If there's one thing I want you guys to take away from this video, you as a human being are more valuable than your smarts. Unless you're really smart. If you're really smart, stick to that, please. But hear me out. I'm being real right now. Imagine if Johnny B. Asshole over here got the 17 out of 50. He wasn't paying attention all year. He was being a disruption to the class, talking back to the teacher. Do you think for 1 second, teacher's going to be like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pass you? No chance. The teacher's going to rip the paper up and say, you know what? I'm not even going to give you a chance to redo it. That's how it works. Be a good human being. Be a nice person. It will get you far. Now, on my end, probably should have studied. On his end, he should have told me to study. But on my end, I probably should have went ahead and studied. But I learned that the personality matters. Now, this also did help because I started paying more attention in that class. We had another test we had to take in order to graduate. That was the Illinois Constitution test. I nailed that. I absolutely nailed that test. What do I know about Tammy Duckworth? Everything. There was no questions asked. J.B. Pritzker, my guy. No problems here. Did I get lucky? Absolutely. But did I do something to alter that luck? Correct. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys were able to take something away. Most importantly, I hope I was able to entertain you guys, maybe give you guys a laugh. If you made it this far in the video, if you made it all the way to the end, please comment paper. I don't know why, that's just the word that came to my head. It is 12:43 in the morning while I'm making this video. I'm cranking out these videos. I'm trying to make them in preparation. So I have videos for Christmas, stuff over break. I have them ready. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really appreciate you guys listening. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a great day.